going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos. This is just going to be another quick video this week, but we have a very interesting looking store this week. Let's get started with the clothing. We've got the Arctic Camo Poncho, and this is definitely, in my opinion, the most interesting skin of the week because we haven't had a Poncho skin in a very, very, very long time. I'm pretty sure Uprising Poncho was the last Poncho to go into the Rotterdam store, if I remember correctly. So it's going for $1.35, and the cheapest Poncho skins are bloody a lot more than that. Honestly, I don't even know how much they are off the top of my head. Probably bloody $5 plus. They're not going to have a very high demand. People don't really care about the Arctic Camo for ponchos because you're not going to be bloody running around in the snow that much as a naked. But as I said, poncho skins don't get accepted often at all. I'm going to say that this is probably going to be the only poncho skin we get this year. And it's only $1.35. So it's not going to have a very high demand on the community market, but simply for the fact that other poncho skins won't get accepted this year, and this will be the cheapest poncho skin on the community market, I do think this will go up in value because the demand for this one will be a little bit higher as it is the cheaper one on the community market. So it kind of needs to catch up to the next best thing. So overall for the Arctic Camo Poncho, I don't think it's going to have a very high demand, but either way, I still will recommend investing in it off the Rotterdam store for this week. All right, moving over to the Skull Killer Helmet, Kilt, and Vest. So this is obviously a continuation of the Skull Killer set. Going for $2.05 each. What? Yeah, $2.05 each. That's new. That is a feral price. So they're going for $2.05 each, which is above center store price. Otherwise, that'd be $1.35. And the Skull Killer set actually does look pretty sick. But honestly, I don't think it's really doing too well. Overall, the set's pretty much done. So we've just had the clothing come out. We've had the Metal Gear come out. Now we've obviously got the kilt out. And now we also have the road sign out. So overall, I'd recommend going the kilt, investing in the kilt over the vest, and the vest over the helmet in that order. But I don't think they're going to perform poorly. They all look very nice. But I don't think the demand's going to be very high either. So you'll probably be able to get the Skull Killer helmet, the Skull Killer chest off of the Rotterdam store, off the community market, with a buy order for a little bit cheaper. Although I do think that you'll make money from the Skull Killer set kilts because I do think it's actually quite nice looking. Alrighty, moving over to the weapons, and we'll look at the Cold Flame Double Barrel. So at the moment there is 45 double barrels on the community market. This one's going for $2.75, and there's probably around about, let's say, 10 on the community market that are below $2.75. So overall, double barrel skins aren't a bad investment, and honestly, I actually do think this is quite a nice looking double barrel skin. Very simple, but sometimes simple isn't a bad thing. In this case, I do think it works quite well. So overall, the Cold Flame DB, I do think will be an okay long-term investment. Even come Christmas time, you should be able to make some money off of this one, I would imagine, especially if the set does continue. But overall, nice looking double barrel skin. I would recommend probably trying to pick this one up off the community market with the buy order. But if you buy this off the Rotterdam store as a play skin, then I also do think you can make money off of it in the future. So overall, do what you want with that information with the Cold Flame Double Barrel. Then we go to the Desert Raiders AR, going for $2.75. I don't think the Desert Raiders set has been very popular. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. And we already have so many AK skins. I always say this about every AK skin, but just in case you knew, there's just not really that much demand for most AK skins because there's such a high demand for certain AK skins. So there's a lot of AK skins on the community market, but there is the main AK skins that everyone wants. So that is the reason why I don't usually recommend investing in the AKs. And overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Desert Raiders AR off the Rotterdam store. Righty, moving over to the doors, we have the manufactured wooden door. This is going for $2.75. Pretty much standard store price for deployables, and overall really nice looking wooden door skin in my opinion. But I don't think it's really going to make you any money. It doesn't have any glow. I do actually think it is pretty standout, but honestly, wooden door skins get skipped like that very, very quickly. So overall, I don't think it's going to have a very high demand at all on the community market, and we already have a lot of nice looking wooden door skins on the community market already. So it does have a decent amount of competition. Overall, not going to recommend investing in the manufactured wooden door off the Ruston store, but it is quite a nice looking skin. Moving over to the final skin of the week, we've got the spray can garage door. The skin creator has finally listened, and these skins now glow in the dark. Going for $3.45. Unfortunately, the skin creator didn't listen to what I recommended, which was to make the graffiti stuff glow in the dark. Instead, they've just put on this basic 3 lights and then the glow, which honestly looks a little too harsh at the top. It looks too sharp. And then we've got no glow on the edges to fade it out. So honestly, I actually think the glow is pretty weak, but that is just my honest opinion. So I actually do like the garage door, but I think the weakest part of it is the glow, which is pretty ironic, because that is usually what would make it increase the value of it. $3.45 above center store price, but it is center store price for glowing deployables. The spray can set hasn't really been that popular. The fact that it now does have a glowing deployable, though, I don't think it's going to be a risky investment per se, but I really don't think it's going to really make you that much money. I'd recommend picking this one up off the community market with the buy order, as I do think you'll be able to get it for a little bit cheaper, and then you should be able to sell it for a little bit more later down the line. But overall, I'm not actually going to recommend investing in it off the Ruston store for this week. And we're going to skip the cart for this week because honestly, I can't really be bothered to buy anything right now. I'm actually not 100% sure if I can. If I do, then you'll just be able to check my Steam inventory later if you want to check out what I bought, and I might even post it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.